Here at the Laura Flanders Show, we have a comprehensive John J. Justice Fellowship program where participants work hands-on, gaining knowledge about our independent movement media operation, producing our TV, radio, and podcast productions. Throughout the program, our entire staff spends time with each fellow, sharing expertise and knowledge from editing to scripting to promotions and technical skills. We mentor our fellows and guide them in producing their own media pieces. You are about to hear one of those stories produced by our Justice Capital Initiative fellow, Erika Harley, a student at John Jay College.
Many first-generation Latino students face unique challenges as they navigate both college and the path to career readiness. From limited access to professional networks and mentors to gaps in career-specific guidance and internship opportunities, these students often find themselves at a disadvantage. The Association of Latino Professionals for America, or ALPFA, was founded to meet the needs of Latino students, create a sense of community, and empower students to reach their academic and professional goals. Founded in 1972, ALPFA is the oldest Latino professional association in the U.S. The association encompasses over 100,000 students with chapters nationwide, even expanding into Canada. ALPFA also partners with Fortune 1000 companies to provide students with invaluable networking and career opportunities. In 2023, ALPFA raised over $1.7 million for scholarships. One of ALPFA's strengths lies in fostering a sense of ALPFAmilia, a supportive, family-like community that welcomes all members and encourages belonging, connection, and mutual support. Today, I am joined by Nayeli Zempoaltecatl, president of the ALPFA John Jay chapter, and Kevin Durjpal, ALPFA New York's director of student affairs. Nayeli says ALPFA shaped her professional development and provided critical career guidance. Kevin explained how ALPFA helped him find direction in his career and build a supportive community, giving him clarity and confidence as a first-generation student. Together, their stories underscore how community networks promote social justice and educational equity and bridge the gap for underrepresented groups. Nayeli, thank you for joining me today and talking a little bit about ALPFA and your experience. So first thing I want to ask you is, can you just share your journey as a first-generation college student?
As a first-generation Latina student, I didn't have anyone in my household to look towards for guidance on how to navigate college. As a first-generation Latina student at John Jay College, I have been given a very narrow view of different career opportunities, mainly in law enforcement, criminal justice, potentially looking into graduate school, law school. However, ALPFA, being the Association of Latino Professionals for America, encompasses so much more than what I had just seen in my first 2 years at John Jay when I wasn't involved. ALPFA taught me skills like that could help you prepare for law school, such as interviewing, knowing how to network, a level of professionalism you need to have.
What challenges do you think first-generation or minority students face when trying to find support or a sense of community on campus?
As a first-generation student, we're not exactly taught why it's important. That I think has to be the biggest struggle for students, is just simply not even knowing that there's value behind these things. We have to be taught the value. So I think that's the most important thing about finding a sense of like a community within a college, is also a community, not just of people that are there, like friends, to build relationships, friendships. That's cool and all, but also a community that's going to support your continued growth after college. Everybody a part of ALPFA is automatically a part of an ALPFAmilia, because this network, why it was created, was to help at first Latinos. Now it has branched out, of course, but we understand one another. We know the struggles we're facing. I'm going to compare ourselves to a career center, because a career center can only go so much. They don't connect with you on that personal level compared to the ALPFAmilia, who is much more closer, and something I think I find more comfort in to like approach somebody that's a part of this network because they've already gone through what I have.
What advice would you give to students who feel isolated or disconnected from their school communities?
You don't know until you actually go in and like give it a chance and actually sit down for a meeting or have a conversation with a teacher, a professor. Those conversations are the ones that take you far, because if you're not really branching out, get uncomfortable, explore, because that's the only way you find out about things, venturing out.
why did you choose to get involved with Alpha? What were those first thoughts you had as a member?
Joining Alpha, I joined as a student back in 2017. The reason I joined was because I was really lost. As a student, I think I came in as like an accounting major, did bad in my accounting classes. I switched over to marketing, but then I joined Alpha because I really didn't like marketing. I wanted to more go into that financial field. Alpha gave me the clarity, the path I needed to take as a start.
And how would you pitch Alpha to a student that's on the fence about joining?
A lot of students, they want to join in first to get an internship. But then when you join in, you realize you make a lot of good friends. You make like a family. That's the reason why you want to stay. I know that's the reason why I stayed. But if you're looking for an internship, you're looking for a group of people to be around, surround yourself with, Alpha's like definitely the best place to start off.
Can you just tell me more about Alpha internship placement?
It goes from accounting to finance to compliance to project management to STEM majors to marketing to HR. So it's definitely a bigger pool than what we saw like 6 years. I remember convention back in 2022 in Orlando was about like 2,000 people. And then this year in Vegas, there's like 6,000 people. So not only is Alpha growing in population wise, they're growing because the internships demand is raising. Even if you're done with college, the full-time entry levels is raising as well.
Are there any recent Alpha successes or achievements that you can tell me a bit about?
So I know the John Jay president, Nayeli, she applied for a scholarship I was giving out back in 2023. Then this previous summer, I was able to see her in the office, interning. So going from someone just as an application name to now I'm like, she was my coworker for the summer. And now she's going to be starting full-time is like an amazing success story from student going into professional.
What do you hope for the future of Alpha? And how do you envision its impact on future generations of students?
I appreciate Alpha is more of a Latin base, but not Latin exclusive type of organization. It's definitely changing the game. I know is a safe place more for Latinos and Hispanics, but I want to say for minorities. And that's something Alpha does welcome. My best friend, he was African. My other friend is, Middle Eastern. Then my other friend Hispanic. So they all have a voice within Alpha.
Alpha's mission and impact are clear. They uplift students, bridge gaps, and foster a deep sense of community. Support networks like Alpha not only help students succeed academically and professionally, but also provide a deep sense of belonging in a world that can often feel isolating. To all students out there, if you're feeling alone or unsure of your path, remember that there are communities like Alpha waiting to welcome and support you. Thank you for listening. I hope this journey through Alpha's mission and impact has left you inspired by the power of community, connection, and shared success.
You were just listening to a report produced by our Justice Capital Initiative Fellow, Erika Harley, a student at John Jay College. At the Laura Flanders Show, we're dedicated to providing a platform for diverse voices in the field of social justice. This report, a collaboration between the Laura Flanders Show Fellowship Program and CUNY John Jay College, reflects our commitment. The opinions presented are solely those of the guest contributor and do not necessarily reflect or represent the Laura Flanders Show's views or those of CUNY John Jay College.